Oh my God. Look at this house, dude. Look at this house. Dude, what the fuck? How does he live in a house like this? You know what I mean? Like, look, dude, this house looks like fucking, like, bro, who would want to live in a space like that? I mean, it just looks so shitty, dude. And what's with the weird poodle painting? It is creepy. It's like a house you would see in like a B horror film or some shit. Dude, I know he's the heir to the Swanson food family. You would think he would be able to live in a house that doesn't look like a goddamn horror film movie set. Right? Dude, he lives at like the Loyal Order of the Moose Lodge, bro. Dude, he needs some wood shoved right up his fucking ass, boss. Why Americans care so much about Epstein. The nuance of America's politics. Why Kasparian admitted she was wrong about defunding the police. Uh-oh. Americans do not want to be involved in foreign wars. Radical leftist ideology in California. The dark truth about Gavin Newsom. The dark truth. Anna's like, yeah, I slept with him and he rejected me. How corporate media stokes division. Will Tucker ever run for president? That one's like 30 seconds long. I don't think that one. Look at that section. Will Tucker run for president, dude? That thing is like a blip, dude. Don't blink. You'll miss that one. The backlash she's faced for speaking to Glenn Beck. The anger and self-hatred of liberal upper-class white women. Dude, that's literally Ana, right? Liberal upper-class white women. That's Ana, isn't it? I'm kind of intrigued about the anger and self-hatred of the fucking of the white upper class woman, dude. I kind of feel like that's Ana talking about herself. Dude, it does remind me of Leatherface's house, bro. You're not wrong. It is, dude. Teeth on the floor like I'm waiting for the chicken to come running across the frame. Oh my God, dude. All right, we're going to start with the liberal white woman part.
You have a decision to make. You can either build a niche audience, and I think that's the worst option because a niche audience wants to be catered to, and you have to be very careful to follow a very specific script. I'm not interested in that.
Oh, a niche audience has to be catered to because we know Ana is like, dude, she's a caterer, right? She's catering to the MAGA. Look at her eye makeup, though, dude. She really broke out the goth eyes for Tucker. She did. Look at her. I'm going to say I like her eye makeup, dude. She is like pulling out the goth eyeliner for Tucker, bro. The tuck. She's like, you brought me into Leatherface's house and I brought the goth fucking eyeliner, right? You going to fucking Botox me? Ooh, niche. Ooh, niche. Niche.
And I think that I personally went through an era of being a little bit radicalized on the left. And
dude, she was radicalized on the left. Wait a second. Dude, Ana Kasparian, the celebrity camel toe woman is telling us she was radicalized. Like, bro, TYT were the fucking people radicalizing people. Are you kidding me? They were like buying up all the content creators, had everyone under their umbrella. They were, you know what I mean? They literally positioned themselves as the de facto, like, entire voice of the progressive movement, man. She's saying she got radicalized. Was that when that Polymarket check cashed? Like, what? Oh!
I regret that because I unwittingly did build a bit of a niche audience.
Oh.
But those folks...
What do you mean radicalized?
I totally bought the narrative that like everyone on the right's racist, everyone on the right is greedy, that kind of stuff.
So,
all right. So first off, I am so tired of her saying everyone on the right is racist because that's not what we say. Okay. Everyone on the right who votes for these guys are comfortable with voting for racists. Okay. Donald Trump is a racist. Clay Higgins, who fucking worked for David Duke's campaign, is a racist. And so there are a ton of racists on the right. You have the KKK that is now part of the Republican Party. Nick Fuentes. So when you vote for these people, you are voting for racists. So if you're not racist yourself, you sure don't mind voting for racists. You don't mind supporting a racist child sex abuser like Donald Trump. Even if you're not a racist, you're okay with voting for one, right? And so that's the problem. I mean, there are a lot of right-wing people that are racist, but it really is about the fact that racist people make up a significant portion of the right-wing party and the right-wing leadership. And when you vote for that party, you are endorsing them. You are saying that you're okay with that. You're fine with rapists. You're fine with racists. You're fine with the transphobic people. You're fine with them taking away civil rights. You are fine with them using Christianity as a cudgel while simultaneously fucking porn stars, cheating on their wives, getting their mistresses abortions, etc., etc., etc. Okay?
Trump term 1. When everyone just got hysterical about Trump.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
That was the era that I'm not proud of. And I was basically building my own prison and I didn't realize it. And what I mean by that is once you...
What she means by that is she wasn't going to be able to court the right-wing vote. She's like, now that I want to be a right-winger because everybody on the left hates me and knows that I'm a fraud and a grifter and a conniver. Now I really need that right-wing MAGA vote. So I'm going to say, I regret my past. Oh, dear Jesus, please forgive me for being one of them Democrats. Oh, please forgive me for saying defund the police. I swear to you, I'll fucking watch Deliverance on repeat and fucking insult all the trans people from here on out. Come on, please, Chicky. Oh, shit, bro. Dude, she's in prison, all right. Dude, look at her. Look at her face, dude. She knows. She's like, everything I'm about to tell you is complete and utter bullshit. But here, you ready? You ready for this, Tucker? Please help me get some new fans.
Basically building my own prison and I didn't realize it. And what I mean by that is once you have a niche audience, you're not allowed to deviate from a very specific and narrow ideology. Yeah,
she's like, once I became a leftist, me then being a racist, misogynist, black woman person got real difficult, right? It was hard for me to hate homeless people once I became a progressive. Right, dude? What the fuck, bro? Dude, again, I have no problem with having sex with porn stars. I don't. I have no problem. You want to have sex with porn stars? I love porn stars. I think they're great. I respect the hell out of them. They do God's work, no doubt. Okay? I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is when you walk around like telling other people their morality is bad while simultaneously you're fucking porn stars and hiding that shit and paying for abortions while taking away women's right to choose, right? That's where I draw the line, okay? You want to have eyes wide shut parties? You want to fuck a bunch of porn stars? You want to stick a fucking cucumber up your ass? I don't care, bro. Live it up, man. Cuke it up, bro. Get it. Put 2 of them up there. Fucking enjoy that shit. Film it and put it on OnlyFans. But the hypocrisy, though, of you walking around judging other people's morality while you are living like a fucking skunk, that is where I have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? A major fucking problem.
And I don't want that. I'm not an ideologue. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I'm willing to recalibrate on policy if I see it implemented and it's not working correctly. I ultimately just want truth. I want justice, and I want a country that represents its people. That's what I want. That's my core.
Dude, she's willing to recalibrate when it's time to get to the cash register.
Do you feel like it is bridgeable? Like there's so much anger. Mm-hmm. Like, and by the way, I do think the immigration thing and the crime thing sort of obscure it. Like the real fight is between educated whites. Like they're the ones who really hate each other.
Really?
I think that.
Tell me more about that.
Well, dude, the real fight is educated whites? No, the real fight is educated people against dumb fucking Christians. That's what the real fight is, right? It's Christians with no education, okay, who want to go back to a 1950s patriarchy with women raising their brats, and they want to roll back to when nobody had any rights. except the white Christian men, okay? It's those fucking people against everybody who has an education. You know, like, come on, man.
I think it's, I mean, I just know from my own experience, I often say this, but, you know, they called me a racist for many, many years. And I would always say, if I was racist, I would just admit it. Because
Oh, if I was racist, I would just admit it. Please, Tucker. Right? Dude, you remember how racist his fucking show was? If I was racist, I would just admit it. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, Tucker. What the fuck is he talking about?
There are worse things, but I'm not. And I would get so hassled always by the same demographic. And I would always say to my wife, you know, no black person's ever yelled at me. In fact, I've been hugged by a lot of black people.
No black person's ever yelled at you. No shit, bro. Racism doesn't work that way, boss. No, he's like, no black person's ever yelled at him. How many black people do you think Tucker Carlson comes across in his fucking wherever his home is out here? Fucking Leatherface's house in a neighborhood that's probably 99.999% white with only a couple Hispanic maids, right, that show up in the fucking area. Like, what the fuck, bro?
It's just a fact. I'm sorry, it's just true. And they don't seem to think I'm a racist, but it's always middle-aged white women who were yelling at me at Logan Airport. And what is that? No, I'm not whining. I mean, I don't really care, but it's just interesting. And so I think it's almost like fratricidal. It's like professional class whites who read the New Yorker, read the New York Times, like they're truly angry at each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just noticed this.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's propaganda and this thought that certain things are.
Dude, it is hard to take Ana seriously, bro. She is, you know what I'm saying? She is like if Tucker Carlson said, Ana, I want you to lick my crack right now, and I will make sure some MAGA people like follow your blog. She would fucking do it, bro. She is so rudderless right now that she is like auditioning for the far right, being like, please, you know what I mean? I mean, she's hanging out with Lindy Lee and Jillian Michaels and Amy Dangerfield. They're all like having a tug of war with like one fucking brain cell on that PBD propaganda show. And now she's at Tucker Carlson's little serial killer house out in the woods. And she is just like, I'll say whatever you want, Tucker. What do you need me to do? Like, oh my God, I was wrong. I'm not proud of my past. I'm really like, ooh, those Democrats, they're so bad. Dude, she will do whatever it takes. She's like, look, I even put on some nice eyelashes for you, Tucker. Like, what do you need, bro? Dude. Yeah, dude, the Roman salute is coming any minute now, dude. You just know it. The minute I see her hand go up, I'm going to be like, oh my God, you know it's coming. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.